Welcome back to Quinta Vale das Pedras. Today we are cleaning up the greenhouse, showing how we are organizing our tomato plants, finishing the front stone wall, and freeing some trees that have become covered in ivy. Let's get started.
I'm back at the garden. Uh, kind of. I keep on rubbing my nose. I know. I guess I have allergies. I take allergy pills, but sometimes I don't. So I'm going to try not to wipe my nose so much. I noticed that in the last video. Maybe it's a tick. Um, so I'm back in the garden. I was just thinking about how relaxing it is just watering the plants. And if anybody, I don't know, is experiencing anxiety or lack of purpose, or I don't know, looking for just like some peaceful time, have a small garden. I've heard this before, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. But I now experience having a small garden, and I was just going back and forth watering the plants. And there's something about maybe taking care of plants, or maybe because we don't have children. I don't know, but it's just nice. I mean, we have Scruffy. We have a little baby. He's right here, always next to us. So I digress. But anyway, bringing water and that, I don't know, just the activity of doing it just brings me a lot of peace. So if anybody out there is wondering if they could do something to add to their lives, put a small garden in your balcony or in your yard. Try it. See how it is. I mean, we don't even know obviously what we're doing. We're just throwing seeds in the ground, and just want to show you, I just separated out the tomatoes. Look at this. Isn't that great? I know that they're still too close to each other, but it's better than what it was. I think I told you this story. We had videos last year, but I changed my phone from a Samsung back to an Apple and lost a lot of the video. Maybe a year, I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year ago. No, 2 years ago. When we got the property, we had tons and tons of tomatoes growing where the cows were. And we told you then that the farmer that used to lease this property took care of maybe 15 cows. And he also grew tomatoes. And so he'd feed the cows the tomatoes. So anyway, after they left a little present, and it was tons and tons. I think that we did 500 kilos. I'm not kidding you. It was, obviously we have a big property, so they were growing in the cracks, in the concrete, everywhere. And we just kept on picking them up, not even watering them. They were just growing crazy. And we made fantastic, if I say so myself, spaghetti sauce, and just canned them, froze them. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable amounts. We're giving it away. Anyway, these are the tomatoes. So what I did was I picked some of the best specimens and followed the directions, took out the seeds, dried them, put them in a little paper bag. And then this year I just sprinkled them in a row, and all of them grew. So I had to separate them. The good thing is that these plants before were growing right next to each other in cracks, so I know that they're pretty hardy. And I talked to ChatGPT, and what I'm trying to do is cultivate our own tomato specialty tomato, a plum tomato that's good for sauces. But also we cut them in salads and everything else. They were great. So we created a name, Pasture Plum Tomato. So this year I'm going to pick out also again the best specimens, do the whole thing again, do it over and over again, and then maybe we'll package seeds, and if anybody wants any, let me know. So anyway, I'm very happy with this. And things are growing. These are just little updates. Here's our watermelon. Now, what we've been told is now that they've made the third leaf, that I need to take out the smaller ones, and I have to check if I can transplant them, but we have a ton. I think they said just kill them because they're the roots are sensitive. So you can see that they're starting to grow their third. This one's a nice one. But you can see we have 5, and anybody who's grown tomatoes or zucchini, gourds, they just take over. So we're gonna have plenty, even if I take out these. The aubergines haven't sprouted yet, but they've only been there for a couple of days, and the courgettes, or the cucumbers. I think Heitor just wants to keep the cherry tomatoes as is, and then string them up. These we got at the store, seeds bought. The basil's looking kind of pretty good. All truth, store-bought, like at the grocery store, like you're supposed to eat them, but we planted them in the ground, and this is seed. And then here's a zucchini in honor of my mom. She would make the best zucchini bread, so the recipe has been passed down to her children, and I plan on making a lot of zucchini bread. Oh, also, look at what we found here. This hole here, which of course, if you saw last week's video about the snake, I kind of freaked out, like, oh gosh, okay, there's another snake. So I slowly just kind of poked around there real lightly, and I felt something, and it looked like a snake, but I touched it a little bit more. The whole soil was moving like it was huge, and it's a toad, which is perfect for the garden because it eats slugs, snails, and other pests. So we're going to keep them in there, give them a little water, and I'll show you. I think we've got a picture of the frog, so I'll let you know. So anyway, I'm back watering. Heitor's trimming again.
Today, among other things, I'm cleaning trees. I cleaned one down there on the biopool area, and I have these 2 here. There, a couple of months ago, we cut the ivies from the source, from the ground, and you see they're all brown. And now I'm just, after Art bush cut this whole part, this flat area, I'm about to continue taking these ivies out, but it's already not an easy job. But they have thorns like this. One just hit me on the arm. See, I'm like cut here, and sometimes it's like a hook. They stay, and when you get home is the worst part, because if you don't clean really well, it becomes infected and it hurts like a MF. So I'm gonna pull this down, because those trees, they deserve a second chance. But I'm gonna put on I'm protecting my eyes, my bald head. So I'm gonna put in time lapse, so you can see it's not that boring.
So some of you may remember, if you look at past videos, the apricot that we pruned and took out the vines. This did not produce fruit for the last 2 years. It was because it was just one big bramble. And look at what we see just a few months after pruning. This is our first apricot. And so sweet. So sweet. We have an apricot tree now. That's producing.
Thank you, apricot tree.
Thank you. I've put the 2 stakes in, and now I'm going to start putting the twine here. It's supposed to be simple. My back issue here is not going to be okay. And then I think I should do another one. I think this is how you do it. And now, Heitor's left me for the snake. Okay. What is this?
No, it's attached to the tripod. I don't. So I think I would do with this. Scruffy, go drink water. I think I'll go without me. There's anything planted here? Behind the watermelon?
No, this area is something.
Yeah.
But all this is free.
Okay, so I'm gonna go without shoes, I think.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. And let me see if I can pull this tight. Yep. And make sure it goes underneath. Yep. Pull. And then perfect.
Tied with this?
Yeah, I try to tie it. Yeah.
Do you have the scissors?
Here, can you get it closer?
You have the scissors?
Hold on. Did that fall off?
Oh. No, I'm gonna cut the.
And you know what? It'll be easier to weed. So I'm at the greenhouse area. I'm going to be moving some watermelon plants just to give it some space. And then the cucumber, as I told you before, there's 3 kind of growing in the same hole. So I'm going to probably center it and put the climbing structure right in the middle just so it kind of makes it a little bit more symmetrical, like in a garden. So I'll do that right now. So I did it. Transplanted the 3 cucumbers and devised a little contraption here for it to grow up and then over. In a couple of months, we should see if it's successful.